What's going on? What's going on, good people?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening, morning, afternoon, or whenever you may be watching? I am Lamar. That's my brother, Casey Fowler, and this is the Foul Language Podcast.
Hey, man, just like every other episode, man, get your kiddies to bed, get your headphones on if you at work. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, because you might just hear some foul language. Let's get it, man. Let's go.
Got that right. Roll the intro.
Perfect.
All right, everybody, before we get this thing kicked off, let's cover these accessories. So, brother, what accessories do you have for the night?
For the drink, man, I rode past the liquor store and I was like, we just left Burlington. I don't fucking feel like going nowhere else. So I just went with my trusty Pall Mall vodka tonight, man. It's still my go-to, still some good shit. Cigar-wise, I'm gonna show y'all what I was gonna smoke, but it didn't want to cooperate, and I didn't feel like fighting with that motherfucker. And this is a Florida Tobaccos Parataga. This guy right here, man, I was ready to smoke the fuck out of this. That shit, yeah. I was ready to smoke the fuck out of that, man. So instead, I got this Perdomo Habana joint, man. It's a Esteli Habana. This sucker right here, man. And so far, I'm impressed. I stopped by the cigar shop, and I'm doing pretty good in life. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me go get me something new. You know what I mean? Let me
baller over here.
Let me do a little something. We ain't balling. We just managing money better. That's all, man. We doing pretty good. So I said, let me go get something new. But yeah, man, so far, this motherfucker's smoking good, and I haven't met a cigar yet that doesn't pair good with my vodka, but we'll see as the episode goes how this guy pairs with that guy, man. So how about you? What you got going over there?
All right, so for the cigar tonight, I thought I'd go a little fancy and go with the La Flor Dominicana Elysian Bull. One cigar of the year, I think way back when in 2013, it was real popular. I like it. It's just not, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like when people buy these, like when they sold me the sampler pack, they were like, we got the LFD Elysian Bull samplers. I was like, I care about the other cigars in the thing. Other than this one, I mean, it's a good cigar. Don't get me wrong, but for me, it's a hype thing. But it's a fun cigar. I don't mind it. I've had a few of them. It's been my birthday cigar 1 year, and good times. But for the drink, what I was going to do, if we recorded 2 weeks ago, was the Old Forester King Ranch. It's in season right now, so I picked that up. But since it's the show, we recording, and it's been a while. I hopped into my local specs yesterday, was talking to the guy in there, and he recommended this whiskey called Smoke Wagon. And so we was talking to him or whatever, and he was like, have you ever heard of Smoke Wagon? I was like, excuse me? And then he was like, yeah, Smoke Wagon, it's this, it's that. It's got notes of something. No, he asked me what I like. I was like, cast strength is usually where I like to go. And so he was like, it's got notes of cowboy boot. So I said in my what the hell is a note of a cowboy boot? I still don't know what a note of a cowboy boot is. So, I didn't want him to stay over there with me as I'm looking at the different stuff. Because you've seen me in the liquor store. I like to take my time. I like to walk the aisle and walk the peruse. Yes. Make sure I ain't miss anything and figure what I want. So I'm looking and I'm like, the whole time I'm looking at everything, I'm like, I almost got a tin cup that I saw, almost got something else. I was like, this fucking cowboy boot has got me confused. So it's like, you know what? It ain't that bad. It actually got $3 off. I'm going to go ahead and run it. So we got the Smoke Wagon. Let's see. Smoke Wagon, uncut, unfiltered, straight bourbon whiskey out of Las Vegas. I mean, if it's out of Las Vegas, it's not technically bourbon, but, whatever. Because I think it has to be out of Kentucky to be bourbon, but this is what the bottle looks like, a little Smoke Wagon. So we're going to pour this up. We'll let you know if I'm getting cowboy boot or not. Because we were trying to figure out, like, why didn't he say leather? He could have said, like, a musty leather. There's a whole bunch of stuff he could have said. And then Kim was like, what if that ain't what he's talking about? And then I was like, how in the hell do you know what cowboy boot flavor aroma is? What are you doing in your free time?
He's like, looking at insides of boots, man.
Or are you drinking out your boot? I mean, whatever.
Hey, man. Whatever tickles his taint, I guess, man. Whatever.
Cowboy boot. An interesting flavor in there.
You taste the cowboy boot?
I mean, but I don't know what the hell cowboy boot tastes like to know. So even if I am tasting cowboy boot, I wouldn't know. There is a distinct flavor in there that I can't quite pick up. So it very well be.
Cowboy boot, man.
I'll never confirm it. So it is what it is.
Damn.
Give it to him. So we'll let you know as this thing opens up. We'll try it a little more. That was the first sip. We'll see what happens, see how it pairs with the Adelisian Bull. And I've gone on and on and on. But hey, when somebody say cowboy boot is a note, it's right up there with me with cobweb on the cigar. So I don't know. Sorry, we'll break in. We'll let you know how they go.
Fair enough. All right, guys, it's been a minute, man. So I hope y'all buckled in and settled in for all this good shit that's about to come across this screen right now, man. It's like when we like to bring our positive stuff into this negative world that's going on. It's so much negative shit, man. It's always negative sales, I guess. We'll talk about that shit later on in the episode. But it's the what's best in life, or the wibble as we call it, man. So, brother, what is best in life?
Oh man, so I'm not gonna hit everything. I'm gonna try to hit the highlights. Give a shortened version of everything because it's been so long, and I didn't write it down. I don't remember. Let's see. On the MFR side, the brands is reaching out still. I still got a backlog of stuff I got to cover. I think I got like 5 or 6 things I still got to cover. I'm gonna knock 2 of those out next week. One brand is an interesting arrangement, so we'll see how that works out. So that may be interesting. Let's see. Had a meeting, I guess not this past Friday, but last Friday. A brand Hoto. I have their micro screwdriver. I work with them on a electric tape measure, mini air pump, and a couple other things. They were doing this thing where they meet with different people out and about. And I thought it was like, as I've been to like brand centric meetups before. And it's like, like a party or something. Like you come to a cookout or you come to like a restaurant and they have food catered and you just come out and be merry and you talk to people like a trade show or something, like a job fair or a gun show or something like that. But no, when I said I'll come, they were like, so what coffee shop you want to meet at? And I was like, oh wait, what? So it was like a one-on-one thing, well, like a 3-on-1, because they had one of their lead designers, they had their marketing guy, and then the CEO actually came. So I was meeting with them and talking about their products and telling them what I do with my channel, and they gave a whole bunch of free gifts. So I think I got probably over $100 worth of free stuff. So that's always good. Some of it may or may not make it on the channel, so pretty cool with that. That was pretty exciting. It was fun just to nerd out and talk about stuff, and then
that's dope.
They were asking good questions. They were like, what about this worked? What about that worked? How do you feel about our packaging? How do you feel about, kind of like a survey market research kind of thing, but one-on-one. And you saw them just taking notes. And I was like, yo, y'all need somebody for the market research team. I'll let your boy.
Hello.
So that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. That was like the highlight of my day last week. And then Kim bought me some cookies to celebrate. So that was always fun.
Cool.
Let's see what else. Simone had volleyball today. Got on the volleyball dad shirt. So we did that today. They didn't win, unfortunately, but she did pretty good. So she's getting better, and that's a good thing. Let's see. Kim got a raise. That's always great.
Raises are always good.
Always good. Back on the MFR channel, we have a Discord with some of the other creators, and it's like just a going chat throughout the day. So talking about different stuff and sharing notes, and hey, have you seen this? Did this brand call you? Have you heard from this brand? Have you worked with this brand? Hey, this worked for me. This didn't work. So it's been cool to kind of like share notes and stuff. So that's been going on. We're about to have a link up. I think next Friday is when we plan to link up. So that's gonna be cool, virtually or whatever. We had one a few months ago, but I think it'll be a larger group this time. Let's see what else is going on. Saw Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle was glorious. I wanted to see it again, but I didn't get around to it.
Marlon Wayne's mad about that movie too.
Yeah, I saw the whole dialogue. Well, I think he is, but he isn't. I think he doesn't understand like anime is a cultural phenomenon. And
Right.
He's not understanding why this thing out of his orbit that he's never heard of demolishes his movie.
Yeah.
And I've heard mixed things about that movie. So
yeah, I ain't decided. I'm gonna wait till I can watch it on TV. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, I ain't going to see it no more.
Oh damn!
Once I found out the key, Peel, what's your name? My guy didn't direct it. He was just affiliated with a project. I was like,
oh yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, I ain't wait.
I was like, damn, him and Marlon, that might be a hell of a comp.
That's what I thought too. That's what was gonna draw me. But then when I learned more, I was like, well, I don't know. And then the reviews I've been hearing have been kind of mixed. Like there's parts that's good and then parts that's not so good. Then I've been hearing mixed stuff about that movie with Tiana Taylor and Leonardo DiCaprio. And
I forgot they had a movie out.
Yeah. So just different stuff. So we're just chilling, hanging out with the house. At the house, got some patio furniture to put together coming up. Got some Gundam going on. All kind of fun stuff going on. Kids are doing great. Simone, I don't know if we talked about it. Simone got in the gifted program, so that's exciting.
Congratulations.
I can't remember if we talked about that. So that's exciting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it for the most part. Lamar is loving life. He went to the park today, man. Him and his mohawk and all that stuff, and he just be having a ball. So good times around here. So again, there's a whole bunch of negative going in the world, as you can tell. I'm gonna focus on the positive always. So, brother, what's best in life for you as well?
Oh man,
one more thing.
Go for it.
So
you good
again, and this is an example of how we flip the negative into the positive. So my Apple Watch broke. I was taking it off after one night of cigars, put it on the ledge in the bathroom. It fell on the bathroom tiles face down. And for those that don't know about an Apple Watch, it's not just the metal bottom. It's where all the sensors and stuff that get your pulse and your heart rate and all that crap is down there. So it just cracked and shattered. It's out of Apple Care, so I just can't get it fixed. It will cost me $300 to fix it. So, as always, yes, that sucked. But again, looking at the positive, that gives me something to cover as a channel thing of should I get the 10 or go to the 11, and a couple other things. And it's always fun to try new tech. So I'm excited about that. And from what I understand from the version, I think I had the 7, and from the 7 to now, there have been a lot of improvements. And I'm even thinking about reaching out to a brand and say, hey, I'm thinking about doing a video, giving up my Apple Watch for a regular watch for 30 days. Can you send me something? So we'll see what happens. So again, flipping it around, you always got to be able to see the opportunity out of those things that happen. So now, brother, what is best in life?
For one, that's a hell of a way to spin that, man. The guys, when shit happens to you like that, man, don't dwell on the shit that happened. Figure out what to fucking do to make that shit work for you, man. Some good shit, bro, before I go into mine, man. So let me start off. My G-boy's doing fucking amazing, man. My boy's getting chunky. He's starting to open his mean ass eyeballs more, man. I actually posted him on Facebook today.
I saw that.
He's trying to get his color in him, man. My boy is just my boy, man. I love that boy, man. He make fucking every day great. I don't give a fuck what I got going on. Like, as soon as I go see him, day is fucking great, man. So
that's awesome.
Hell yeah, with that, man, shout out to Tangy, because Tangy's making that mama shit look easy. I want to punch in the throat sometimes, because I'm like, motherfucker, all that crying your ass did. Like,
I was going to say the first kid is usually the easy one, but...
Man, like, of course, it's my child. Of course it wasn't going to be. But she making that shit look easy, man. Shout out to her and Keita, man, because they're doing amazing as first-time parents. They just, they're doing their fucking thing, man. Speaking of my kids,
doing it together, so that's awesome.
Yeah, and they're doing it together, man. Especially this day and age, especially at the age range that they're in. So they locked all the way in, man. I hope that shit lasts like forever. Love Keita, man. He's a good kid, man. He really is. Speaking of my kids, man, Keontae is killing it in the band. They had their homecoming yesterday. We was out there to like fucking 11:30, because they did the homecoming court homecoming queen shit. And then the band wanted to do their performance after the game. Then the game went into fucking overtime, and Lakeside still hasn't won a game this season. And I was about to lose my fucking mind because it was crowded in that bitch. And the group of family behind me, country ass white guys, they really wanted their son Charlie to get in the goddamn game. And coach is full of shit because he never let Charlie in the goddamn game. I swear, like every player,
Charlie sucks.
Man, no, Charlie's actually the better quarterback though. Real shit.
Oh, for real. Oh man.
Yeah. I just got tired of motherfuckers saying Charlie. Put number 9 in. Why Charlie ain't in? Charlie. I got tired of hearing his fucking name. But them kids played their fucking heart out yesterday. I love it when it's good football. Normally it's too much stuff going on. My anxiety's up, so I can't really focus on the game. I was able to completely focus on the game. That's how good.
Big for you, man.
Man, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Keontae had his first band competition last month. Late last month, and they placed second with music, but that was the only place they got. But they played something, you know what I'm saying? It's his first fucking concert and competition, and my boy loves fucking band. And every single time he on that fucking stage, his teeth, you see all of them, like his smile is up his fucking temples and shit. He's so fucking happy to be fucking out there, man. I know this shit is expensive. The culture is fucking annoying to me. It's too much. It's like being fucking, if y'all guys seen All American, it's like I live in fucking Beverly or something. I'm from Crenshaw. That's what the shit is fucking like out here. But my boy's loving it, so I'm loving it. Moving on, I graduated from the veteran curation program early. In fact, on top of me graduating, I got certified for data management, record management, archive restoration, digitization, and then I got it's like a archivist. It's pretty much forensic photography certification. I got all of that shit while I was fucking in there, man. On top of graduating early, I got a job offer while I was in there from the same company who runs the veteran curation program. So I am now the curational assistant at SRS or whatnot, doing some stuff with the Cold War and everything like that. And it's a big deal because it's SRS's 75th anniversary. So it's a lot of shit going on, man. It's over 400,000 fucking negatives that I got to digitize. And I only did 1,000 this month. The guy before me only did like 7,000 in 2 years. So we're going to see how that goes, man. So, but I'm loving the job.
Killing him already.
Yeah, right. Determined. As soon as they told me he wasn't self-motivated, I'm like, okay, watch this shit. So I'm in there killing that shit, and on top of me being in there, I'm the first black person to be in that actual building working and shit, man. So I'm a part of Black History, guys. It's real cool, and it's kind of funny sometimes because you could tell like some of the people, not necessarily the ladies I work with because they're fucking amazing, but some of the people who don't come in there often and I get introduced to them, they're kind of like, oh, they're taken aback. You know what I mean?
And especially, you got the Georgia beard and the official hair going.
Yeah, right. So I'm looking like I got a court date every time I go to fucking work the way I dress and shit. But but you know what I'm saying? They're taking it back. But I don't let that shit stop me from doing nothing or being nothing. Because if you feel like I don't belong there, bitch, that's exactly why I'm supposed to be there. That's for anybody who got a fucking problem with me being up there. I put in my new claim, so hopefully that comes back and I hit that 100% mark. I make it to the 100% club because not just, money straight. That ain't the reason I'm doing this because, there's some more shit going on that, I need some more shit that somebody with 100% gets. So I'm trying to be a part of that 100% club. So I'm still waiting on that. School's going great. I just did my calculations and registered for spring, and I got 2 more semesters left, spring and summer, and I'm gonna be a fucking graduate, man. So I'll be done with fucking school real soon. Excited about that shit. Melanin Wars podcast is finally back, man. I had so much shit going on. I just it wasn't enough time in the fucking day, man. I swear, but I got a good rhythm going on now. Melanin Warriors podcast is on the way back. I just dropped the short for my episode this Sunday about Biddy Mason, which is gonna be an amazing fucking story. Shout out to Auntie Drina, by the way, because she's the one who sent me a video about her, and I just did the research to slap that shit and put it into a video, man. So
when you covered it, I was like, oh.
Yeah. So that's just gonna be some good shit, man. It's some good shit, y'all just wait and watch tomorrow, man. It'll be out tomorrow. But the short hit 1,000 subscribes, 1,000 fuck. The short hit 1,000 views and I got 5 new subscribers just based off of that short alone. So we are back, man. You know what I'm saying? And what really got me back into the swing of things, I'm just looking at the state of the world and how our people are out here and what's going on out here. And I feel like this is my path to contribute to our community, to make our community better than what it is. So that was my biggest motivation to come back, and I'm gonna try to keep that shit going as long as I fucking got time, man, because motherfuckers do right here. But at least 2 episodes a month, y'all definitely gonna get that shit. Believe that shit. Moving on today. Taka, what you guys don't know, Taka is my puppy, soon to be service dog. He took his temperamental test today. He was the first puppy to go up, and he passed first time go. So he'll be officially in his service dog training come March 2026 time frame, sometime around then. So I'm really excited, man. It was a real cool experience. I actually had fun out there for the 15 minutes that me and him was out there talking to other vets. They had their dogs, different breeds of dogs, different walks of life that's out there, man. This shit was fucking great, man. That's what America should look like, in my opinion. But moving on to anime news, Kingdom came out today. I can't watch it yet. It's not English sub yet. It's out there, but that shit says sub Deutsch. I don't speak no fucking Deutsch. I can't read that shit. So I gotta fucking wait for that, man. And then My Hero dropped today. That's back out. And I'm glad that shit's back out, because the way that motherfucking shit ended pissed me the fuck off so bad. I was like, I sat there for like 30 seconds after the episode was over, like, motherfucker, I was hot for like 5 minutes after the fucking episode went off. So I'm glad that shit's back, man. Video game news, Ghost of Yote is out right now. Shit is fucking phenomenal. They said it was gonna be better than Ghost of Tsushima, and so far, minus one little thing, in my opinion, they have crushed it with that game. I'm really fucking enjoying it. It's a woman protagonist, and she's, doing her sword shit, and it's real cool, man. I was kind of skittish on how they was gonna do it, because sequels and shit like that ain't been going good in the realm of games I like to play. Like Assassin's Creed was garbage, Mafia 4 was garbage. It was a couple. I didn't care for Madden. I don't even play Madden no more. So shit's been fucking just garbage, man. And that's what's best in life, man. It's been good, man, and nothing to complain about at all, man. It's all been lights and love around this motherfucker, for real. So there's an interesting poll. I know it's probably been going around for about a week or so, maybe even longer. I don't fucking know, but my first time hearing it was earlier this week on the Breakfast Club, and it was a poll about people doing what they call on social media is rage scrolling and things like that, and people are more drawn to that than actual sex. And me personally, I was like, huh? You don't want to get your dick.
That's what I said when I heard it.
Like, what? Like, and so they did a whole thing about it on the Breakfast Club, and I was like, damn, that's actually fucking interesting. Then when I seen that you had it on the sheet, I was like, oh shit, that's number one right there, man. Because I wanted to talk about this shit with your ass anyway, just to see what you had to say, man. But it's really interesting concept, and the shitty thing about it is I don't completely disagree with it in terms of it being addictive. But what do you think?
So I'm gonna do it 2 ways. I'm gonna talk about we as in the collective global we, and then I'm gonna talk about myself. So when I say we are addicted, oh yeah, but I don't think it's by accident, and it's probably by design in a lot of cases. Algorithms are designed for, harsh reactions. And we've talked about this a lot with our channel offline, is we could easily make a big channel where we're, picking an enemy and bashing that enemy every Friday night and talking about who we hate and talking about how they ain't this and they ain't that. But that ain't the energy we're trying to put out there. And our growth affects that. But again, I don't care. I'm going to tell my story as much as I want to. And if 3 people watch, if 80 people watch, 100 people watch, 1,000 people watch, I'm good, because I'm good with who I am. So, I would say that when you look at the way things are set up, they're built to drive a reaction. Because even when you look at, like, let's take my favorite platform, YouTube, for example, and I don't think they focused that much on it. It was more like Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Mostly Twitter and TikTok. And so I think when I think about YouTube or whatever, one of my videos that was very polarizing, if you will, was when I talked about switching from Android to Apple. And, people were like really, really mad. And I was just giving the facts on why I switched. I could have taken it a different route and talked about why Android is trash and why Apple is the GOAT, or whatever the case may be. And it would have even gotten more strong reactions because people, they get into their cycles or they get into their echo chambers and they believe that that's the only right thing out there. They're not used to differing opinions anymore. And if you want, depending on how you look at the algorithm, the world will be constructed to support what you view and what you believe. So if you believe that the color green is the worst color there is, and all your search history and things like that reflect that, then all you're going to ever see is why green is trash and it's the worst color ever. And then so you're going to be more justified, or you're going to feel more justified in your belief that green is the worst color that is. And you can pick your topic de jour, a group of people, a type of people, a belief system, financial instrument, whatever your case may be. The algorithms can set it up so where you believe that's all you hear. You have to actively look toward to find a contrary opinion. And unless you have the strength of mind or the wherewithal to be like, such a certain person says X, let me find where somebody says the opposite of X and see how much they disagree and see where the facts are, because some people are going to lie. And I mean, I had this discussion with my boss because he said something and I was like, well, I don't know if I necessarily believe that. So if he brings it up again, I have to bring in some of the research that I brought up on that and just say, hey, I don't know if I agree with that. And so, but again, too, people can't take when people disagree with it either. And so there's also that. So when you disagree, they take it as a personal attack. And a lot of times you can attack the argument, but not necessarily attack the person. And they take it as a person, as a personal attack. And that's not the case. And they take it as if I disagree with you, you are now my enemy. That is not the way it should be. I mean, it's not. Just because I disagree with you doesn't make us enemies. I mean, you're a Colts fan. I don't hate you because you're living in Georgia and not a Falcons fan. I mean, that just makes no sense. But
some people probably do.
Now, Cowboy fans, that's different.
Oh yeah,
that's a whole different ball game. We were talking about that today. But I think that's kind of the way it was, and it used to be, harmless, and it used to not be as big of an issue, and it was just, kind of, compartmentalized or whatever. And now it's just gotten to be this big thing, and it starts to affect people, and it starts to affect people's lives. And I think as they get, and as the article says, they're getting to that scrolling, and they're getting to that scrolling, and they're looking and they're reading, they get that dopamine hit. If that's what they're looking for, they get that rage, that aggression, and they get the heart rate pumping, and then they can't go get the pumping somewhere else, and that's the problem. And so I think that's what ends up happening. And speaking for me, the way I look at a lot of things, and when I started learning about Stoicism and stuff like that, the belief in Stoicism is you have no emotion, but that's not necessarily true.
Yeah,
it's you know how to keep your emotions in check to deal with what the situation demands. I mean, you still get mad, you still get sad, you're still happy. You're not an emotionless robot. You feel what you feel, but you handle business before. You don't let your emotions dictate your actions. And for me, in a lot of these situations, the way they say look at it is, imagine you were watching all this unfold sitting on top of the earth. Imagine how small and how petty it would look from that particular point. And that's how I watch everything as a bystander a lot of times. And I may have my opinions one way or the other, but when I step back away from it, I can see both sides of the argument a lot of times. I can see where there's flaws in different arguments and see why somebody could hang their hat on one argument versus the other. And that keeps me from getting outraged. I mean, you're not going to see me on the internet anytime. Unless it's my channel. And even when somebody comes at me crazy on my channel, I have a ball with it. I laugh, I screenshot it, I send it to the group chats we got. I figure out it's almost like putting on different outfits. Like I'm getting that outfit from Mayfest back in the day when we was kids. It's like, do I wear this one or do I go this one? And that to me is no different than that. So I mean, it doesn't bother me. I'm not dwelling on it. I don't think any less of myself as a creator. And I even look at some of your comments when they come across you kind of sideways, and I'm like, that didn't make no sense whatsoever. And even on here, we've had him here a couple
Yeah.
times. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even understand why you're saying what you're saying. You just mad. Okay, yeah, whatever. So I think people are addicted to outrage, and they're addicted by design because because of that design, you get more engagement. Engagement drives viewership, and feeds your time on the thing. I mean, that's why. I mean, Twitter scares me. I don't even touch Twitter. So I used to look at Twitter for a lot of stock stuff, but I'm like, I'm good now. I don't even want the other stuff that you see, and then everything's so ad laden now. I don't even care about that anymore.
Yeah,
so it's ridiculous. So I mean, I think it's just crazy, man. So what do you think? Hopefully, my cigar didn't go out.
Most definitely. Like when you said when you say we, it's the collective of human beings who have a cell phone in their fucking pocket, which is fucking everybody. Even homeless people got fucking cell phones in their pocket. But it's exactly that, man. It's crack. The outrage and shit on social media is like the crack pandemic in the fucking 80s, man. That's exactly what this shit is, man. It's the exact same fucking thing. I mean, you know, they do it for likes. I mean, you look at things like the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj beef. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, I get it. They didn't beef before. Cardi got a new album out, so now they're beefing again. She talking about their kids and everybody. Oh, Cardi's wrong. Oh, Nicki's wrong. I don't give a fuck, really, at fucking all. And then you take the whole Charlie Kirk thing when, you know, you got one side that's saying this, you got one side that's saying that, and ironically, the side that's on board with every, you know what I'm saying, on his side or whatever is, you know, saying white, and then you got the black people that's doing this, and then you got the 18-year-olds getting fucking expelled from school because he did. Like, you don't even know the motherfucker. You just doing that shit for the motherfucking the clicks and the fucking likes, which comes off making you look fucking stupid. There was some other things I was wanting to talk about, man. It ain't on the paper anyway, but yeah, it's just one of those things, and that's kind of why I've gotten away from social media the past like month or so. I don't really be on Facebook like that. I really don't be on TikTok like that, Instagram, none of that shit, man. Since I ain't been recording, since I put a video out, that's really the last time I've been on social media like that, because I started to see way too much of that shit, man. Whether it's the shit that's going on in Augusta, or the shit that's going on in the world, or you got the whole Israel thing, or you got, you know what I'm saying, the black versus white, Republican versus Democrat. It's so fucking much, man. And then I just went through yesterday and just started cleansing my fucking social media of all that type of shit, man. The first one I started with is Disgusta, which used to be entertaining shit to me at one point, but now it's just stupid, man. It's just, it's too much, man. I mean, they talk about fucking different things in the fucking army. People are getting outraged there. You see people that I know that's been out before I got out, and they still saying something like, wow, motherfucker, you ain't in no more. Shut the fuck up. Nobody give a fuck. But that's the problem, man. People are so fucking wrapped up into that shit, and then you hear, oh, you seen what happened on Facebook, or you seen this person or that person or this person, and then prime example, and I'm gonna mention that part of that too later on in the episode, but the shootings and shit that's been happening out here. You got the, oh, he was a thug. Oh, you just saying that because he's black. Oh, the police did this. Oh, he did that. I mean, it's designed, like you said, it's the algorithms and everything. And I think the Mimi lady on Breakfast Club even said that Facebook and people like that said they do it because of that shit, because they know it's gonna fucking make money. I mean, good business, I guess. I don't know, but it's just a matter on how you feel about it. Like you mentioned with stoicism, which is kind of, you know what I'm saying, the same thing I'm on as far as emotionally goes. You can still have those emotions and shit, but just scroll past it or flip that shit into something else to make it better. Because the Miss Governor show was kind of starting to piss me off when we started watching it, but I turned that around mentally for myself to make it work for myself. So there was no anger, there was no fucking outrage, but there's always going to be something that's going on, and shit like this has always been going on. The problem is everybody got phones and cameras and shit now, so the shit's being seen way more than it used to be seen. And everybody's has their opinion, which you can have by all means, but everybody's not a fucking expert. But everybody think they're a fucking expert on every fucking subject that fucking pops up, and they want to give their 2 cents about it and how they feel about it. And you got these idiots that's talking about, oh, we want a civil war, and these fat ass country ass fucking white boys. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call a fucking spade a spade. These country ass fucking white boys is on fucking social media talking this bullshit while they sitting on their couch drinking their motherfucking Bush Light and shit like that. Ain't gonna bust a fucking grape. They just doing that shit for the motherfucking likes, man. And and if you see this shit, I'm not sorry at fucking all. If hit dog motherfucking holler. But you know, they do this bullshit on motherfucking purpose, man. On top of that, even I have to vet the African spirituality stuff that I fucking follow because they do the same type of shit trying to promote, you know what I'm saying, something that's really not there that they saying is there, and everybody, oh yeah, it's not there. Oh, you're stupid. Oh, you're not stupid. Or like you said, my channel in particular, man, I done had quite a few comments and shit that people was outraged talking about how this person wasn't black or this didn't really happen or that didn't really happen, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that gave birth to trolls to get these little punk ass motherfuckers who hide behind a monitor something to do. But you guys feed into this shit, so that's why it causes what it fucking causes, and these shits lead to people like meeting up and fucking you know what I'm saying, assaulting each other, or killing each other, or some shit like that, man. There's been cases with motherfuckers on the social media shit that people are so fucking up in arms about, so outraged about, man, when the only thing you need to focus on is your motherfucking, how you draw it, the fucking triangle and the fucking square, your motherfucking house. That's the only thing you need to be fucking concerned about for real, is your goddamn house.
See, I'm over here now. I'm about to say my Maslow's hierarchy of needs and stuff, but you said
no, motherfucker, house. Remember how you drew the house in elementary school? It was a goddamn triangle and a square at the bottom, and then it had 4 little squares for windows and a rectangle for the goddamn door with a circle.
I be nerding out on stuff.
But yeah, just worry about your own goddamn house, but you too focused on social media that don't even realize that your wife is sitting in there in some badass fucking lingerie, or your husband sitting there fucking swinging his Mick Johnson the fucking around trying to get him some, or your kids are trying to get your attention because they want to show you something that they're interested in, but you don't give a fuck because you too caught up in the outrage that's going on fucking 2,000 miles away, or people who make way fucking more money and all this other shit and don't have a fucking, don't got nothing to do with you at all. Like they focus way too much on that shit. And like I said, it's just like crack. It's just like crack. Instead of crack babies, it's COVID babies. So this is what the fuck we got right now. But that was a joke, guys. Man, shout out to everybody who had a baby during COVID, man. You guys are the fucking real MVPs. I know that was fucking tough ass time, real shit. But yeah, man, that's
4.
Yeah, he was just before, huh? Yeah, yeah. Damn, you completely just punched me in the face with that one. God damn it, Lamar. My boy, my motherfucking boy, L Boogie. But yeah, man, people are just it's like crack. I don't have nothing else to say but that it's just turning to crack, and people are, you know, and this type of shit is what feeds into TV and shit with the reality shows and all that other shit. It's all making us stupid. That's the only fucking thing I can say. It's just making us fucking stupid as a fucking species, not as a race or creed, a species. It's making us stupid. So you know what I'm saying? If it's entertaining for you, you know what I'm saying? Check it. Oh, damn. Cardi B said fucking Nicki Minaj ass deflated on the left side. We ain't fucking with the barbs. We on Cardi's side. Okay, cool. Say your little bullshit. Go on about the rest of your fucking day. But for motherfuckers who be just literally sitting having arguments, fussing and fighting, I felt like this even when I was a kid with the Tupac and Biggie situation. Like, motherfucker, so who cares? Like, the fuck? But you know what I'm saying? People need to just figure out what's real. Get out your fucking phones, get out your tablets, your fucking laptops, and go live in this life, man. Y'all missing out on fucking nature while it's still fucking here, man. You gonna blink twice and your kids are gonna be old enough, but they don't even want you to see what the hell they trying to get into. They just want to be on their own fucking stroll, man. You gonna miss out on a lot of shit stuck in your fucking phone, worrying about some bullshit that ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm done.
Okay, so a couple things. One, the internet is not real life. And you talked about it in the Wibble when you were out and about with the dog betting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what real life looks like, and so that's what you get to see.
Oh yeah.
And when you out and about in the streets, 99% of I'll say 95% of the time, that's real life. The other thing is, I don't necessarily get off social media or delete my social media. That's fine if that's what you feel is best for you. And I was listening to a guy today. He was talking about kind of the same study, but from a different angle. He did kind of a smaller scale one for the people on his channel. He's got a medium-sized channel. So he did a little survey just to see what people were saying. And he said he pretty much got off all of his social media. Another alternative, again, is to be anal about how you curate your social media. Be careful on what you click on and give your attention to.
Yeah.
Be careful who you follow. Be judicious on who you unfollow or mute. You know what I'm saying? So if
Mhm.
you find somebody that's posting the same kind of stuff, and sometimes it's gonna be family, you gotta mute them, you gotta hide them, you gotta unfollow them, unfriend
Yep.
them, whatever, and protect your own peace. Because if all they doing is messing with your peace, you got to be anal. So I'll give you an example. My Instagram is coffee stuff, cigar stuff, um, YouTuber related stuff, anime stuff, and a couple other random diversions too. But I don't get into a lot of the stuff because even like some of the financial channels I used to follow, they would get into some of that stuff and it's like gone.
Mhm.
Um, and so once you're anal about and active about curating your social media,
Yeah.
it has a whole different vibe about it. And don't pay attention to the comments unless they're the funny ones. And you'll be just fine. Although I do have one buddy, he purposely sends stuff to me to throw off my algorithm, and it's the most random off the wall crap. And he know he'll do it too. So he'll be like, here goes to your algorithm. So I do it back to him too. So
That's fun.
um,
That's fun.
yeah. But again, it's what you do with it. And then the other thing I was gonna say is oh, you were talking about if your significant other is primed and ready to go, and you over here scrolling. As far as I'm concerned, let Kim come out here. Let me be sitting in my chair. I'm on my phone, and Kim come around the corner the right kind of way. I ain't even got no phone no more. You see what I'm saying? My
Right.
phone is gone. The only reason I'm using my phone is to put on some Jill Scott or something. You know what I mean?
Okay, with the Jill
Yeah,
Scott, I
that's
guess.
it. Otherwise, I ain't a phone.
Yeah,
What's the
yeah,
phone?
fuck that shit. All the way,
Because
fuck that shit.
10 times out of 10, there is nothing on that phone that can't wait.
Facts.
So that's all I
Absolutely.
got.
But y'all let us know, man. Are y'all addicted to the outrage that's on social media and everything like that? Do you disagree with what we're talking about? Did you hear what they said on the Breakfast Club? What do you think about that, man? Is people more into that than getting them some sweet, that funk, that gushy stuff? Y'all let us know something, man. Put it in the comments. Great song, classic.
All right, man. How your accessories going?
Good, man. Now that I changed cigars and everything, I mean it goes out a little quicker than I would prefer, but not bad, man. I say it's probably about a medium cigar as far as strength goes. It's a little spice to it. And it's pairing well with my vodka, like most of my cigars have been. No really like strange hints or it's not cowboy boot or cobweb or anything weird like that. But it got a little spice to it, like a peppery kind of taste. That's about all I'm getting from it. And the Pall Mall, man, it just goes great with a cigar, man. I'm sipping and chilling and sipping, man. How about you?
So the cigar is the Adelisian Bull. It's a good cigar. I've had it before. It does what it's supposed to do. It had a big crack going down it, but it never spread or anything. So I'm getting just past where the end of the crack is. So it's shaping out to be just fine. The Smoke Wagon is actually pretty good. Buddy did a good recommendation. There is a very distinct, unique flavor in here that I've never had before, and I'm gonna assume that that's gonna be a cowboy boot. So even if it's not, I'm gonna call it cowboy boot. So
Man, that's probably the first thing Katie's got their mind. You got that shit something else. You know what? It tastes like charcoal ash. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like charcoal ash.
let's see. I was talking to Kim about the cobweb thing with the cigars. I mean, if my man was like, "It's got a light wispy smoke," which is what I imagine he was saying or getting at, because it's been a long time since I read the article. Then I know exactly what you're talking about. You don't have to like flex your cobweb. Are you walking in old attics licking cobwebs?
Just I'm gonna spit Black Widows. Fucking weird.
But yeah, overall, it's a good pairing.
Good shit, man. Good shit. So, man, this is a serious thing, man. I know we talked about the outrage of social media, man, but this is starting to be another pandemic in our society as a human species, man. And it's these children now, and their mental health. So, without further ado, there's no fucking segue into this shit, man. Just as in terms of kids and mental health, man. What do you think?
You gotta do what you can to protect your babies. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. One of the things that us, Kim and I, parents have had to learn is maybe some of the lessons and things that we learned and dealt with growing up are not the lives that our kids are going to ever see. So a lot of that stuff doesn't factor into them, because you're like, well, I did such and such. That's not the life that they leave, good, bad, or indifferent. And so you have to parent from that standpoint. I mean, even Simone, I mean, we take her to there. Matter of fact, she's got an appointment next week, as a matter of fact. And then my son, I mean, my boy's got big emotions. So my boy will break out into tears. And, you know, growing up as kids, you was a little boy and you were crying. You gonna get, let me give you something to cry about. I might get a punch in the chest, you know, whatever the case may be. But, you know, growing up now, you realize it's like, hey, I got to realize he's 5, 6, or he's 6 now, but, you know, he's learning how to process emotions. He's feeling something and doesn't know what to do with it. And that takes growth on my part as a parent to be able to see that and parent through that. And sometimes you got to just tell them, shut the hell up. I mean, there are those times where it's like, I don't want to brush my teeth. Boy, shut up and brush your teeth. You don't want to fall out, do you? So, I mean, it's stuff like that. But you just have to be careful. I mean, and then as they get to the age where they have phones, we've talked about phones and outrage. And, you know, it's a lot for adults to even deal with. So can you imagine a preteen, a teen, not even understanding what the world is? I mean, because think about kids that hurt themselves or had poor mental health growing up in our age because of bullying in the school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now you get situations where bullying can go viral and the whole world can see how you're getting bullied. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you have to be there to shield your kids from that. And also, I think a big thing that is lost on even adults to this day is having a kid understand what misinformation is and false information. And just because someone can speak with confidence, speak without a lot of uhs and ums, it doesn't make them an authority in the space. And it doesn't make them to be all end all. And it doesn't make them right. And so you have to watch out for that. Just because they speak well doesn't mean that they know what they're talking about or are speaking from your best interest. And so you have to get them to learn that. And you have to also learn that yourself, because for every opinion out there, there's a counter opinion. And you just have to be mindful of that. And I mean, it also takes growth. I mean, there's just so much going on. I mean, they're inundated with so much. They learn so much more. They're exposed to things younger. They're exposed to things faster. They're just growing faster, and you just have to be ready for that. And it's hard. And you, like I said in the beginning, you got to protect your babies, and whatever it takes to do to protect your babies, you got to do it. I mean, and sometimes it may be they can't hang out with certain friends, because we had to do that with Simone, one of her friends. It was always something. And it was like, well, you know, I understand that's your friend. Y'all can hang out in school, but we're not going to let you hang out with her after school or anything like that. You also have to be mindful of whose houses they're going to. What kind of family are they leading? Who are they? You know what I'm saying? Because it was one where Simone asked to go somewhere under certain pretenses, and I was like, nah. and before I could even get it out, Kim was like looking at me like, nah. So you just have to be careful of what's out there, who's out there. I mean, and this is one where it's not even just what they see on social media. It's what they experience in schools, what they experience, you know, around the home, what kind of things that they consume, who they're talking to. And you have to just make sure you give them the tools that they need. And even but you have to be willing to realize that you may not even have them tools yourself to help the kid process what they're going through. And when you realize that, you know, seek some help. If it's a pastor, a youth pastor, a counselor, or whatever the case is. Because, I mean, even Lamar at 5, he was going to the counselor to help understand, like, emotions with things not going his way, because he would get really big frustrated. And it's because he's on go, like realizing that he's on go. And when it's not going his way, it becomes a roadblock. And having him reassess and look at that challenge was hard for him. So I think that's it on terms of mental health from my perspective and what I've experienced from my 6 and soon to be 12-year-old. What about you with all the kids and great kids now?
Fuck them kids. All right. Fuck them kids. No, but just with my kids, man. I mean, it's a little different, man. You know, it's a little different atmosphere from how the shit that Keontae and Kevion's around versus the shit that Tandy, Dre, and Shania was around. I mean, that right there is a little different. So I had to kind of move a little different with things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Tandy, Dre, and Shania, for instance, they kind of was around the same. It was around the same kind of environment that I was around. So I had to treat them as such. Like how you saying things were different for us than it is with our kids. For those three, it was kind of like the same kind of concept, just different day and age on how shit is moving. And with Keontae and Kevion, it's a little different. That's a little bit more conversation, a little bit more talking. But I've learned over the years to integrate it both, so I can have my children, all five of them, on the same page, understanding this from this perspective, understanding that from this perspective, and vice versa. And that goes with us as parents. We have to identify anything with our kids. You got to know your children. You got to know if there's a problem. You got to know if they're off. I can tell all five of my kids if they not right. You know what I'm saying? If something's going on with them, they don't want to say nothing about it, or they waiting to talk about it or some shit like that. Man, I know it. And my grandson's not gonna be any different. Boy, what's wrong with you, boy? Get your ass on the wheel, boy. You don't want to. What the hell wrong with you, boy? Come over here. Let me see, Papa. Let Papa see. Let Papa see what's going on. But it's gonna be the same concept, man. And then what I'm saying, you gotta actively engage with your kids, also, man. You gotta actually get out your fucking phones, like I was saying in the last segment, man, and really pay attention to your kids, because sometimes they're watching shit they shouldn't be fucking watching. Sometimes they're doing shit they shouldn't be doing, and a lot of that shit can be avoided. A lot of lessons can be learned, taught, either by experience or from your experience to them, by just engaging with your children, letting them see your perspective, understanding their perspective on how they see shit, so you as a parent can navigate when it comes to your kids with their mental health. Like you said, they can literally see every fucking thing. It got to the point where they didn't ban fucking like Pornhub or some shit like that in like almost every fucking state, because these kids had access to shit like that. They got access to the YouTube videos with the guns and shit. They was fucking showing and I'm gonna bring this up again in the next segment. No, I'm bringing it up in this one. Matter of fact, show the fuck out. And they show shit the kids shouldn't be seeing. Like about a week or two ago, there was a shooting in Augusta Mall. These was kids. I'm talking like 17, 14, some shit like that. These was kids. And the video is getting shared to other kids, and a dude I went to high school with that was on my Facebook was like, you know what I'm saying, y'all need to stop sharing this fucking video. My 9-year-old just seen this bullshit. You know, these kids are being exposed to this real life fucking shit that can be avoided. Shout out to bruh for fucking jumping on that shit immediately with his kid. I seen what he do with his kid. He on point with his shit. Shout out to you, big dog. But you gotta be on these fucking kids with this type of shit, man. You gotta watch them. You gotta know. You gotta talk to them. You can't just be shut the fuck up. Go sit your motherfucking ass down. Some goddamn weird. No, you actually gotta talk to them just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Of course they're gonna get fussed at. You know, you're gonna cuss them the fuck out because they kids. They're gonna do some dumb shit. That's what they do. They do dumb shit just like we did dumb shit. Just like I'm pretty sure our parents did dumb shit. That's just how the shit go when you got kids and you're a parent, man. But you gotta actually know and identify when there's a problem, man. Another thing that's not on my list up here that I got is stop enabling your fucking kids too, man. You got to stop enabling them, man. You got to stop giving excuses for their behavior. A lot of parents give excuses for why kids act the same way, they act the fuck that way they act. Oh, they act like this because their dad left, or they act like this because their puppy died, or they act like this. It goes on and fucking on. And you got to actually get to the root of the shit instead of fucking enabling their fucking behavior. You got to fucking figure it out. Not necessarily correct them like you're a fucking drill sergeant on fucking soldiers and shit like that, but correct it in any aspect, whether it's therapy, whether it's you sitting there talking to them, whether finding a different kind of fucking outlet for them to get into, painting, bowling, fucking pottery, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Something to get these kids right, because like you said, got to protect our babies, man. And the reality of the shit, we can't shield them from everything. It's fucking impossible. My fucking 8-year-old, soon to be 9, be on fucking YouTube, and the moment I hear damn or ass and something he watching, boy, you better change that shit. I don't give a fuck what you watching, you better change that shit. And we actually got on his motherfucking ass real heavy like last month, because he had this little habit of his that he was doing with his little toy gun and shit. He was pulling out his fucking, walking around with it in the bag, pulling out the bag. Boy, we got on his ass so motherfucking bad. We got on his ass real fucking quick, and he ain't did that shit no fucking more, man. Fuck that, cause that goes back to paying attention to your kids. If we weren't paying
And
attention,
they're
you would
not
have
being
think,
cute or funny.
yeah, that shit ain't cool. Letting your kids fucking cuss and other stuff like that. But that's another story for another fucking time. But all this shit plays into your kids and their mental health. And yeah, therapy is not for the weak. You can't say, oh, you don't need therapy. All you gotta do is talk to your parent. No, that's not always the case, because a lot of kids don't even want to talk to their parents. They'll feel comfortable talking to a stranger that they don't know, because they don't feel like there'll be a negative repercussion for them just saying exactly what the fuck they feeling at that time, or what they felt about this situation, what they felt about that situation. They'll actually be able to voice that. So that's why in my house you can speak fucking freely. If I ask you, say what the fuck you gonna say. Long as you ain't cussing at me. If you got to cuss to get that emotion out real quick, go for it. Go ahead. But you cussing me, I'm chop your ass in your motherfucking throat. Simple as that. What else I had on here, man? Y'all give me a second. I'm sorry, man. Oh yeah, and then this goes back to, like you said, with bullying, man. And RIP to that 11-year-old who took his own life out in Hepzibah, I think it was like a week or two ago, from, you know what I'm saying, bullying, and, you know, shit wasn't identified in time. I'm not gonna put any blame on anybody, because the blame part don't even fucking matter at this point, because the young man is fucking gone, man. You know what I'm saying? He could have been something amazing that could have changed his fucking world sometime, some way, somehow. But, you know, his mental health was in question. And we as parents, sometimes we also get caught up in the grind and the hustle. We gotta get this, we gotta pay these bills, we gotta go to work, we gotta make sure you got food in your belly, clothes on your back, all this other shit. So sometimes we just feel like we don't have that time. That's why you have to make that time, even if it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it don't really matter, man. And like I mentioned before, therapy is actually important, is extremely important to your children. Hell, spirituality and religion, for some people who believe in religion, that could play a good role, because, you know, it's helped my goddaughters. You know, they didn't got baptized and all this other stuff, and, you know, it's helping, having that higher power to feel like you can go to, if you don't feel like you can go to somebody else, doing things like that, man. There's so many avenues for these kids and their mental health. And let's just be real, the kids who grew up when in that COVID time span, who was like in 5th, 6th grade when COVID was a fucking thing, and they're older now. Yeah, they're gonna have some issues, man. That was some heavy fucking shit to deal with. You can't go outside, you can't see your friends, you going to school on a fucking laptop, and then as soon as you on break from school, there ain't no recess, you gotta do chores or some shit. That was some rough shit for these kids to deal with, man. And the other thing I want to say, especially to the teenagers that's out here in Augusta, they got to have some mental shit going on, man. But instead of trying to get to the root of what the fuck is going on, they're doing shit like in Richmond County schools, put metal detectors and shit in schools. And, you know, these kids are just going directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200 fucking dollars, instead of getting to the root of this problem, man. Like I mentioned, that video that was surfacing about the shooting in Augusta Mall, I watched the fucking video myself, man. There was no remorse. There was no fucking regard for fucking human life. There was fucking nothing, bro. And that's not normal for any person, let alone a fucking kid. Like, there was nothing. There was no shaking. It was boom, bam, and that was it. I was like, God damn.
Wow.
What in the fuck? Like, there's no regard for fucking human life, especially out here in Augusta right now, because this is where I am. I don't know if it's the same everywhere. I'm pretty sure it is, but here, like, and it's not even the older people, the grown folks that's doing all this shit, man. It's kids. Anytime you can even look, bro. You go back through that Georgia shit if you can mentally handle the fucking weight of that shit. You set between 14 and 17. 19 tops, man. It's always some shit with these kids. And like I said, that shit's not normal, man. That's some mental shit going on. They ain't just, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna shoot a motherfucker because I'm gonna shoot him today. That's taking a life. You're not understanding the ramifications of what the fuck you're doing. And, you know, that's a mental problem right there. If you don't understand the ramification of taking somebody's life and you potentially spending a life in prison, that shit's not registering to you, bro. You need counseling. The girl was like, another girl, 19, 20, something like that, she stabbed a dude in the fucking face like fucking 4 or 5 days ago. Like, that shit's not normal, man. Like, these kids need our fucking guidance, bro. Like, they need our guidance. They need the guidance of therapists. They need that shit, man. That shit is important. These kids' mental health is fucking important. When we grew up, it wasn't as fucking crazy and as fucking chaotic as it was. I mean, it was still chaotic. You just couldn't see it on your fucking phones and shit like that. But the level of this shit is fucking
right.
is unbelievable to me now, man. This shit is
I mean,
fucking
stuff like
crazy.
that happened, but it was the exception, not the
Yeah.
frequency.
Yeah, it's like a norm now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This shit is like normal, and that shit's crazy. Bomb scares and fucking school shootings. It's like you like 16 shooting up a goddamn school. No, you 16, you supposed to be trying to get some pussy, bro. The whole goal was schoolwork and pussy and sports. That is 16, that's where it should have been. You know what I mean? But that's really not the case, man. But all that plays into these kids and their mental health, and not just us as parents, us as fucking humans. Like I said, this species is in fucking trouble right this bitch, man. We need to fucking work on this type of shit so we're not screwed when me and my brother's like 70 fucking years old and all these fucking kids are crazy as fuck. Like, I think that's it, man, because I'll go down a fucking rabbit hole on this one, man. We got to protect our kids. We got to do what's right for our kids. We can't do it for all of y'all kids. We're just doing it for ours. Hopefully y'all do it for y'all's. And, you know, teach these kids the right fucking way, man, because if you come across one of mine wrong, it's not going to be pretty. So do what you got to do, man, for your kids. So it ain't just stupid shit. Everybody can get along and have some fucking fun. These are the years they supposed to be having fun, man. They supposed to be fucking, you know, they out trick-or-treating or some shit, like having a good time, man. Instead of them not having a good time, they committing suicide and they sending fucking nudes and all type. That shit's not normal, bro. That shit's not normal at all, bro. Fix that shit, man. We gotta fix that shit.
All right, man. So I thought this one was gonna be fun, especially with the journey that you've gone on a few months. I talked to a buddy of mine, and one of the things he used to say back in the day, him and one of his buddies used to be like, I wish I wasn't just regular black, you know, because he would meet people, they were like, I'm Nigerian or Jamaican or Haitian or Afro-Caribbean or, you know, Latino or whatever. And he was like, sometimes I just don't like, he was like, sometimes I wish I was just more than black. And we talked about like culture and things like that. So what do you think about, one, that in your context, and two, just people in general that don't feel like being a Black American is enough?
So to answer the first part, man, we're us as highly melanated people, man, we're the most ancient species on this planet in terms of human beings go. We were the first people here, man. We started this shit. We created fucking damn near every fucking thing under the sun around this bitch. That's who the fuck we are. So I mean, as far as people wanting to be more than that, man, you gotta embrace who the fuck you are and understand how powerful we are as a fucking people, man. We have a fucking superpower that fucking lets us be out in the fucking sun while other people fucking burn for just using that as a fucking example. I mean, they used to fucking take our skin and eat us and all this other type of shit during fucking slave time just to get this superpower that they said that we fucking have, man. So we're a powerful fucking people. And for people who want to wish they were mixed with this, or wish they was like, you know, like you said, Afro American or Latino American and all, you know, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. I mean, that's cool. I mean, when I was younger too, I swore up and down I wish I was fucking Jamaican just because I wish I could be, just because of the way they motherfucking talk and this they swagger was just you know what I'm saying? But what folks that think like that need to fucking realize as a fucking whole is it don't matter if they're Caribbean and they look like us, they fucking Puerto Rican and look like us, Asian and look like us, motherfucker, they us. That is who we fucking are, man. And then to not really understand your fucking power to that extent, because a lot of people just look at it as you know, the rap music, the police brutality, the way white people treat us, the way the world look at black people as a fucking whole makes a lot of people not want to be black. I mean, look at the celebrities who bleach their skin and all this other shit. I'm so fucking pissed off at that fucking the Williams sister still to this fucking day, because she was fucking beautiful. I don't know why she did that dumb shit, but you know, that's neither here nor there, man. But I can understand it. I can sympathize with it. There we go. I could sympathize with people wanting to be more than what the fuck they are sometimes, and not really embracing who they truly are. But the fact of the matter is, once you embrace who you fucking are, and like I said, when I was talking about being out at the Lakeside football games and all that other shit we was talking about, not dimming your fucking light for nobody, man. Realizing that the power that you have in your fucking self, man, that you fucking shine. You just got to discover who the fuck you are and stop trying to conform to what everybody wants you to be, man. Our people as a whole has this Eurocentric mentality a lot of fucking times where they think we have to be like this, or we're supposed to be like this, or we're supposed to move like this just because we were programmed to do so, and that's not the fucking case. We gotta fucking, find out who the fuck we are. We gotta shine, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you know who you are, and you don't give a fuck about nothing out. You on another fucking orbit, and I felt that shit to my motherfucking core when you said that shit, bro. Like on a completely different fucking wavelength, man. And once you realize that us as a people and how great we are, how much we contribute to this fucking world as a fucking whole, you wouldn't want to be nothing else. I say that shit every day. Boy, I love being fucking black. Yeah, we got these fucking issues. Yeah, these people look at us fucking crazy because they don't think we belong. But you see how we fucking stepping in every fucking stage there is, from fucking politics to goddamn entertainment to just fucking podcasts and books and movies. I mean, we all over the fucking place being fucking amazing. So why would you want to be anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Pass the torch to you, sir.
I don't really have much. You pretty much summed it up. So I'm going to put it like this. Yes, the Jamaican part too, because I used to love reggae. I still love reggae music. Mostly for me, I wanted a woman to talk to me like Rachel from Caribbean Rhythms. I mean,
she was a baddie. I wonder what she looked like.
That was my goal. She's still straight. Yeah, she giving cougar. I think they showed her on something one day. Where are they now? Like all the BET folks. Where are they now? What they look like. So yeah. But for me, the way I look at it is, how was I going to phrase this? When we as a people get our foot in the door in any realm, we blow that door wide open.
Yes, sir.
And to be part of a legacy of people that have done that for centuries, I'm good. To me, if you holler, we have no culture, I ain't trying to hear it. If you holler, we're nothing but thugs and rappers, and whatever. Again, I'm not trying to hear it because you miss out on so much that we have done. And once you start realizing that power, once you start realizing that and embracing that, you'd be like, yo, I don't want to be anything else. And I'm going to give you another example, and no shade to you or anything like that. But you know how you went through trying to figure out like the ancestry and all that stuff. And that's cool. And I respect that. It's interesting. I mean, from an academic perspective, I was curious, but from a sense of belonging or anything like that, I just don't care. That I don't want to say it means nothing to me, because that's not exactly the case. It doesn't shape or mold me in any kind of way. Like it wouldn't make me feel like, okay, now that I know my ancestry is X, I now feel like I can belong in this space, or I now feel like I come from this space. I'm good, knowing my, who my grandparents and great grandparents are, and where I came from. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? And knowing the legacy I plan to start and put forward on my future generations, I'm good. And that's all I need. I'm proud. Like you said, light, shine, all of it. So, I mean, we got a whole house full of shining lights over here, and I expect the same over there. So, I mean, for that, I couldn't want anything less. I'm happy exactly where I'm at. Yes, it ain't easy, but nothing is. And nothing worth having is easy. So, true. I'll take the good with the bad. I'd rather have a lot less of the bad, but I mean, it kind of is what it is. I mean,
you're gonna do what you can, like we said in the last segment. You're gonna do what you can do, man. As far as things like that go, especially when it comes to our people, man. Some people gonna get with it, some people not gonna get with it. But I mean, it's about how you set up your legacy, making sure your kids are proud to be who they are. Make sure they understand where they come from, as far as whatever perspective you want to give. Like you said, with yours, you don't give a shit, and I know, and I love it. And you said no shade, and you didn't even have to say that shit, because bro, I already know you, bro. I know who you are. I know what you stand for. All that shit like that, man. And that's what you want. And I fucking love it. And you passing that shit on to Simone fucking LJ too. Fucking love it, man. This shit's fucking amazing. Even My bad. My bad. Go ahead.
You could wait. Go ahead.
You know, even in the realm that you and Kim came from, were significantly different. You know what I'm saying, in terms of, you know, I guess financial status. I guess, you know, you know, you had the braids and all this other shit like that, but you didn't code switch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't code switch at all. You just, I'm still Lamar. God damn it. I know how to be professional when it's time to be professional, but don't make me go Hillis Road on your bitch ass. And that shit is fucking I mean, that's just how you got to be, man. And a lot of our people can't separate that difference between being professional and not being professional. You know what I'm saying? And you got the people that you want to call whitewashed, which is something I see a lot, especially on this fucking side. Because while you looking down on your own fucking people and praising people that don't give a fuck about you, man, that shit is fucking crazy to me, man. That shit is fucking just wow. But we are who we are, man. I fucking love it, man. Down to the line dances, to the spades and barbecues, man. I fucking love it.
Right. The fact that we out here creating line dances, loving life with fans, and having a ball. I mean, it's just great. You know what I mean? And what was I gonna say? There was a video on social media of this dude. He might have been, I think he said in the comments he was from like Georgia and moved to Houston or something. Brother was country as shit. And half of the comments was like, I don't know what he said. I need subtitles. And I'm over here like, yo, that brother feels like home to me. I know exactly what he
hey, don't this shit feel good?
Exactly what he talking about. I love every single minute of it, and I'm proud of it. So
yeah, hell yeah, that shit feels great.
And that's why, like, I appreciate like Ryan Coogler. I love. I mean, it's nothing wrong with, you know, speaking clearly and articulately and all that stuff. And I mean, Ryan Coogler does not. You know, but you know exactly where he's from when he talks, and I love it. I do.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I love to see, and love to see, like, you know, if you look at, you know, and no shade to any other culture or anything like that, and I love everybody. Don't get me wrong, but I also love us, man, for real. And I love to see what we do. I love to see where we go in spaces. I love to see the doors we knock down, the strides we make, how far we've come. Like, you know, people try to reduce us to like certain things and certain statistics, and you know, there's shit like the bell curve theory that's complete trash. But you know, I just think phenomenal, man. And the thing that I think about is I can love who I am, and it doesn't diminish anybody else. And I mean, I think that takes a lot of growth and understanding for one, yourself, and two, for other people to receive that. And I think that, to me, is my important thing.
Oh yeah, and that right there is a big one too, man. Because like me, I practice African spirituality, man. Like I'm deep in it at this point, man. Like super deep. But at the same time, I still know that there's a you, mama, everybody else included. There's still a lot of people that, you know, believe in Christianity and shit like that. And you do have some people who are on the African spirituality spectrum, and it's like, oh, if you still believe in Christ, you're brainwashed. You're still a slave. You're this. You're this. You're this. That. Man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. You believe what you want to believe, long as we still fucking good people, man. We know what the fuck we are. All right, all our ancestors was on them fucking boats at the same motherfucking time. So it don't matter what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, you believe in as far as spiritually, religion, your financial status, whatever the fuck it is. You look like us, whether you fucking light bright or you fucking dark as goddamn the sky at fucking night. Bars. No, it really don't fucking it really don't fucking matter, man. Our people are amazing, man. We come in so many shades, sizes, different cultures. Even in America, there's so many different highly melanated cultures, depending on what state you are, what region you at. Like the cultures are so fucking different, man, which makes us even more fucking amazing, because that shows our adaptability, our fucking resilience, man. Just how amazing we fucking are, man. The last thing I said, gotta say, and this ain't no plug or nothing like that, but this is exactly why I said Melanin Words podcast is my contribution to our own fucking community, because, you know, there's a lot of amazing highly melanated people throughout history that you don't know about, that you won't hear about, that you probably don't even give a fuck about until you actually see it, man. I had so many comments where there's like, oh shit, I didn't know about that. Keep it going, bro. Yeah, I love that. Da, 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 da. And that's what the fuck I do it for, man. All the trolls and all the other bullshit, man. I could give a fuck less, man. I do it for the ones who want to receive it.
And that right there is where when you be taking your hiatuses, I be like, yo, come on.
Come on, bro. I know.
Let's go.
I got a rhythm, and that rhythm shouldn't be changing no time. So it should be changing. I even know how to work at work now. You know what I'm saying? So I got a goddamn the whole rhythm going, man. But our people are fucking amazing, man. Y'all embrace who y'all are. Y'all embrace y'all. You know what I'm saying? The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you walk, your fucking hair. You know what I'm saying? Your fucking hair. Ain't nothing wrong with your fucking natural ass motherfucking hair. And understand for the highly melanated people that kind of stay on the suburban side that look at somebody with dreads and all this other shit, like they're automatically a thug and all this other shit. Cause I get the same fucking looks and I walk like a fucking peacock everywhere I motherfucking go around this bitch. Cause no, bitch, I'm not a thug. A thug was a goddamn worker, motherfucker. I'm a boss. Get that shit right, motherfucker. So you know what I'm saying? Don't judge your own people, man. And if the people who want to judge you, fuck them, man. Keep fucking rolling. But for our own people to judge each other and act the way they motherfucking act, man, that's exactly why we can't really continue to fucking climb and elevate and be the powerhouses that we can be.
Now I'm gonna tell you that what I've learned too is don't be afraid to be in spaces where it ain't a lot of us at.
Oh, absolutely.
Just because it ain't. I mean, because a lot of times you can kick the door down in that space. Like I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like in a lot of the spaces I swim in, and it's not like code switching or picking up other stuff. It's once you expose to more, you see different things that may pique your interest. And it may not be many of us that look like that because sometimes we might not be exposed to that, you know? And so be who you are in that at all times. Represent that, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's all I got.
Especially that shit, man. There's so many times where I'm the darkest one in the motherfucking room, but I stomp in that bitch when I'm in that bitch, man. Because not only is we kicking doors, man, we're actually getting dialogue. Because a lot of these people, they're not, you know, you see all these white people, for instance, in a workspace, and you're the only black person there. You can't go in there automatically assuming that everybody in that bitch is racist. A lot of people just haven't had too many interactions with our people, man. They don't know how dope we fucking are. And that's your opportunity to not the code switch. That's not your opportunity to be on the defensive about everything. That's your opportunity to show them motherfuckers just how fucking dope we are and say, hey, man, come join this shit. This shit fun over here. Come on over, man. This is cool.
You know, my favorite thing to happen professionally is when people have heard of me without seeing me. And then I walk into the space and they're like, oh, you are not who or what I expected you to be. But damn.
Rich Homie Quan playing in the background and shit. I be feeling like the man when I'm on
the right now, man, I'm still on Clips, man. Yo, I'm probably gonna listen to that the rest of the year. Easily, man. And they have the song about their parents, the video that just came out. I ain't watched it yet, but I want to.
Hey, no time like the president.
That's the only. I mean, and that's the only song on the CD on the album, whatever, that I skipped. And it's not even because it's bad. It's just that certain parts of that song, you'd be like, shit.
Clips on it.
But good stuff. So definitely. So let us know what you guys think. Let us know how you feel about that. Let us know of a situation where you felt like you've had to dim your light to be in a certain space.
Oh yeah, and why? Why'd you do it?
Yeah,
let's talk about it. That'd be a good one. All right, man. So we're at the last end of the last end, which y'all could see, man. I didn't even try to fight to light this motherfucker again. I was just like, fuck it, it's over with. But how'd your smoke turn out, man? And how was your cowboy boot, man? How did that turn out?
So funny story. When I bought it, and I was talking to the guy that rung me up, I was telling him about the guy who recommended it to me, and he was like, normally he has pretty good recommendations. And even when I'm not so sure about his recommendation, he usually sets me pretty straight. And I was like, hey, man, this dude said cowboy boot. He full of shit. So I'm gonna have to tell him if I see him again. Not bad. Not bad at all. Wouldn't have picked this one up at all without his recommendation. I don't know if he got quota for recommending it or what, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Definitely a fan. Goes well with the cigar. It fits in. The flavor profile still there, still strong. The cigar. I had to touch it up a couple times because it cracked. But in the beginning, and then I had to fight that in one little spot. But otherwise, it's still a good cigar. Again, not my favorite as far as like award-winning cigars go, but I mean, I can see why. I guess 12 years ago now, it was the cigar here, but a lot has changed in the cigar world since then. So, but this cigar, good whiskey, good time as always.
Hey, Kevin, how about you? Oh man, sure, I'll tell you all about it, man. I'll just go ahead and let
you went first.
No, I didn't, motherfucker. I brought it in.
Oh shit, you didn't because you said you didn't bother to light it. Because when you said you didn't bother to light it, in my head you went it. You did yours already.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Busy week for you, man. Busy week.
So apparently, in my desire to express the successfulness of this cowboy boot noted whiskey, I forgot to ask my brother how his accessories treated. So, brother, how were your accessories this evening?
It's all right, man. You know what? How many times I'm doing that shit to your ass on this goddamn show, man? So, hey, when I finally get one, goddamn it, I get it. God, if y'all been watching us since day one, anytime I can get his motherfucking ass, I get him. But
hey, I'm gonna own it. So
the cigar was good, man. It wasn't overpowering. The pepper taste was there. I'm not a big pepper kind of guy, but it wasn't like an overpowering type pepper taste where I'm like every fucking 2 seconds type shit. But I mean, it was a good cigar, man. And then the Pall Mall went perfect with the cigar as usual, man. It smoked great. I just don't like how it went out so quick, man. I've been smoking some good shit on here lately, so I'm not used to, you know what I'm saying, a cigar going out that quick. I'm gonna try to get this one prepared. I was gonna smoke this on my own at a later fucking time, but I'm gonna put some work in on it, put it in the humidor, and get that motherfucker ready for the next episode. But all in all, man, accessories was good tonight, man. It's good to be fucking back.
So, do you have anything for the people before we wrap up?
Only thing I got, man, is don't dim your fucking light for nobody, man. Whatever you want to do, who you think you are, whatever you believe in, don't you dim your fucking light for nobody. Shine, goddamn it, shine. And just a little tidbit, when y'all watch the episode, y'all gonna see that on my channel, it is no longer KC Fowler at the bottom. On my channel, I go by my spiritual name, which is Ampu Ra. So if y'all looking like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, Ampu Ra is still me. KC Fowler is also me because I'm fucking amazing. Shine, my people, shine.
So, didn't realize it was going to happen so soon. But, well, me personally, what I would like to say to everyone out there, since it was never handed over to me directly, but what I will say is, as always, everybody. As always, y'all, take care of yourself. I didn't think I'd get a chance to come back so soon. As always, everybody, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, man. Find some of the positive stuff going on out there. There's too much negative going on. Don't let it consume you. Go outside. Go for a walk. The weather is getting nice out there. Enjoy life. Meet people. It's a good time. Don't go to Costco on a Friday or a Saturday. And
Sam's either.
And with that, episode 142 is in the books.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.